Hello again. The Humber's been off the road for a few weeks because it developed a fuel leak the last time I used it and haven't had a chance to look at it. It was somewhere on the inlet to the fuel pump here. I think it was this little sort of adapter tube, you might call it, which goes from the old pipe and converts it to the new fitting on the new pump. The pipe came with the pump, for that purpose. But I'm just wondering whether it's split or something. It looks a bit of a funny angle there. So yeah, I'm just going to put a different piece of pipe in and see what it is. I can't tell exactly where it was leaking. A few days after it happened, I tried cranking the engine to just bring some full fuel through to just try and see where it was. But it couldn't actually get any fuel through. So either, well, I hope it's not the pump that's failed and it's just that it's sucking in air and can't lift any petrol from the tank. I suppose you'll turn to fizz. Maybe there's no petrol left in the tank, but I think there is. So yeah, so I'm just going to replace that little bit of pipe there and hope to get the engine running. So I think this must be the problem. Can't get that to focus, but that's a bit of pipe just taken off, and that was where it was pushed over the inlet to the pump. Looks like it split. Shame it's only being on there a year at most. Well, maybe a year, perhaps to lose track of time. But anyway, so I think that's where it must be leaking from. The pump came with two of these little sections of pipe, so I shall use that at least for now. It'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with these whatsoever. Perhaps I damaged the other pipe fitting it. So, but anyway, I can use this for now. Okay, so large out of desperation, not knowing what else to try, I have refitted the original type fuel pump. I may have said this in a previous video. I got this off eBay a couple of years ago probably, but when I fitted it up, couldn't get it to work. No fuel would come through. But this time, you may be able to see in the bowl there that there is some fuel, having tried it. No, so I put the pipe down into a little jar underneath and try cranking the engine. Still nothing's coming through, even though the bowl looks to be full of petrol. So not sure what to do next. What I have managed to do though is flatten the battery. So I guess the next thing is to put that on charge and check there's no blockages or anything on the outlet. Okay, it's now the next day, and so the battery's been charged. One good thing is that the fuel level in the pump hadn't dropped, so it doesn't look like there's any leaks. That's encouraging. All I could think to do was to check the outlet from the pump. So I've removed the outlet pipe. It wasn't blocked or anything, but I was wondering whether maybe I pushed it in too far. So I've moved the olive along just a little bit and we tightened it. Put the pipe back down into a jar, cranked the engine, and yeah, lots of petrol came through. So now it's time to try and see whether it will start. At last, so it's really good to see that running again, and surprisingly smooth actually. So yeah, it's going to take me quite a long time to get to the point of trusting it. I think the pump, I've messed about with it a lot quite a bit whilst it was off the engine, and if it is working, well, obviously it is working, but if it stays working, then it just concerns me that it didn't work originally, but maybe I fitted it wrong. Maybe it just wasn't getting petrol through. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to take me a little while, like I say, to get confidence back in it, really. So I'll just leave it running, make sure there's no leaks, obviously. And then when I'm ready, just take it for a drive around the block and see how we get on. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Hasn't gone quite as planned, but the end result's good. And so thanks for watching.